It's been just under 2 months since Bahrain's crackdown on pro-democracy protests in the Pearl Roundabout. The streets of the financial harbour in the capital are quiet, but now there's growing evidence the crackdown may have moved from the street to the workplace. Al Jazeera spoke to a number of people who have been sacked in recent weeks. They insisted we hide their identity. They said they were afraid for the safety of their families. This man describes the questions he was asked by a lawyer at his workplace the day he lost his job.
He kept asking me if I went to the Pearl Roundabout, if I went to the protests, if I met any of the opposition leaders, if I was a member of any political society, if I made donations to the protesters. These questions were asked again and again.
A turning point in the demonstrations was the labour unions calling a general strike on March the 13th. By law, companies can terminate staff who don't turn up for work after a period of unexcused leave. Another man we spoke to described how he was struggling to support his wife and 4 children.
We have never faced this before. We have no idea how to deal with it. We are waiting for news from the company. Will they let us back? Will I be compensated? It's the only job I know, and I loved it.
The International Labour Organization has appealed to the Bahrain government to ensure workers don't face unfair or unjust treatment. The largest US trade union group has urged Washington to suspend a free trade pact over human rights abuses committed since the crackdown began. And Bahrain's economy has already been hit hard. Analysts say the mass sackings of Shia employees doesn't inspire business confidence. Foreign assets in the country's offshore banking sector fell 10% in March. That's their lowest since 2005.
I do believe this is a political decision done by the authorities other than a decision done by the companies or establishments or the other.
It's difficult to find another job if you've been fired at this time. We can't plan. I'm worried about our future.
The government says it's only punishing those who committed criminal acts during the protests and denies any involvement in the Shia losing their jobs. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera, Bahrain.